As is the case in most organisations, there's often an unofficial hierarchy in projects. There are certain roles that you really don't want to annoy, as you get to know and keep on side, and it's not always the people you think it will be. Today, as part of our Fundamentals series, we're looking at 5 key people you must know and not annoy. The first one is the project coordinators. This one's pretty obvious, but you'd be surprised at how many people I've met who've treated the project coordinators poorly and suffered the consequences. Remember, the coordinators have the ear of the project manager and they really are the power behind the throne. Annoy them at your peril. You might just find your life becomes a whole lot more difficult if you do. On the other hand, treat them well and they will go out of their way to help. In one organisation, there was a business analyst who was really good to the coordinator, and one day she was having a problem with another department that she couldn't get solved for love or money. She happened to mention it to the coordinator who had a contact in the department in question. The coordinator made one call and the problem was resolved. Do you think that would have happened if the BA had been horrible to the coordinator in the past? Number 2 is finance. Keeping your finance person on side is always a good move. I've known more than one project manager who annoyed finance with unreasonable demands and poor attitudes, suddenly finding previously expedited payments taking the mandated time to complete, change requests that required detailed financial input, or lots of money being declined and their dedicated finance person being removed. When finance is treated well, good things can happen. I know a project manager that got on very well with their financial analyst. The project ran into a bit of trouble when a couple of suppliers delivered early at the project manager's request and without finance knowing, and subsequently wanted paid before the next tranche of money was to be released. The project financial analyst went to their boss and got the money released so that the project wasn't hit by penalties for late payment. That wouldn't have happened if the project manager had annoyed finance. Number 3 is IT. IT are often the object of everyone's derision. Don't make that mistake. It might seem like all they do is sit in their office and play video games or spy on people's emails, but treat them badly and you'll feel their wrath just when you don't want to. You might find the next time you have a computer problem in the middle of an important job that you'll be waiting all day for a tech to become available. Or if a critical cable is missing from the conference room, that you're given a dodgy one to replace it. At a previous company, the project manager really treated the IT people well. Think bringing cakes, coffee and other IT-related currency. He was going overseas to visit one of the project teams, and just before he left, his company-issued computer failed, as in he was sitting in the airport and the laptop died. He phoned up IT and explained the situation. They contacted their counterparts in the country he was visiting, and by the time he arrived, they sorted a laptop with all his backed up information and emails on it. The in-country IT people then took the broken laptop and managed to restore the hard drive and put it into the new machine. Some of this work had to happen out of hours, but because the project manager was good to them, they did it willingly. The IT teams in both countries were handsomely rewarded by the project manager and were also nominated for a company award, which both teams received. I can guarantee that it would have been a very different outcome if the project manager had treated the IT team badly. Number 4 is security. Never ever annoy your organisation's security people. They are everywhere, and if you're nice to them, will likely go out of their way to save your butt. Need urgent out-of-hours access to the office to fix a problem, but you don't have the access rights? If you've been good to security, they're very likely to help you out. Been horrible to them in the past? Forget it. They have memories like elephants. At one organisation I worked at, the security guards were actually part of the interview process. They were asked how you treated them on arrival and exit. Treat them well and you progress to the next stage. Treat them badly and you were cut straight away. The last one, number 5, is the customer. This is another pretty obvious one, but it's not uncommon for the customer to get pretty darned annoyed and make some serious trouble as a result. I remember in one company I worked at where the supplier had driven us demented with their behaviour. It meant that every single thing they delivered got nitpicked. Small things that would have been overlooked in other suppliers were pounced on with demands to be fixed. Bigger things were hit with penalties. All because a couple of people in the supplier organisation couldn't be civil. If you have a good relationship with your customer, it can reap a whole lot of unexpected benefits. A project that I was on had a brilliant collaborative relationship with the end customer, and it resulted in the customer placing more work with the company and also a collaboration for a new product. All of this might seem like common sense and standard good manners, but I'm constantly amazed at the way some people treat those that they deem below them, and are then surprised when those very same people refuse to help them out. Remember people, treat others how you want to be treated. So which key role do you think you absolutely shouldn't annoy? Or is there one we missed? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you get notified as soon as our videos are released.